Samet Industries said, test. Samet Industries said, test 2.
There we go. That's better. All right. Welcome back to Samet Industries. As you probably saw from the title and the thumbnail, this is a temporary goodbye because we're moving. I wanted to do a quick stream as I finished packing up some of the garage here because it's been a long time since I streamed or uploaded a video. That's because we've been crazy busy with getting prepared for this move and getting prepared for some meets that we recently had and getting stuff done for the store. I've not had time to do YouTube or to do live streams or work on project stuff due to all the stuff happening in the background. So today, a quick live stream to bring all that background news into the foreground. As always, I'm going to do the quick little intro here for anybody watching the recording. And if you are joining right now because you got the notification, thank you so much for joining us. The live chat is open, so if you type something in the chat, it will read it out loud, and I can respond to you as we hang out here in the garage and talk about the move and where all my stuff is going and my tractor. Heck yeah. That's it for now. So I'm just going to do that quick little intro. If you're watching this as a recording, feel free to skip forward if I walk over here and start talking again. But I do want to wait at least a little bit to see if anyone wants to join us. It is like 1:15 p.m. on a Monday, so I know most people are at work. So I don't expect there to be a ton of people today in chat or on stream. But hopefully we get at least some people view in so I can talk about this. And then if I want to use any of these clips later on, I will have that as an option. And also, let me know if the mic's working and stuff. I want to make sure I'm not clipping too much. Maybe adjust our view a little bit.
At Brian Caroli I4359 said, I'm here in spirit.
That's good. In spirit, that counts by as far as I'm concerned. All right, there we go. Camera looks good enough to me. Shut this a little bit so I have a little more light over here. Maybe make this work again. There we go. There's some more light for us. Probably the last time we streamed in here actually was when we put these lights in, which was only a couple months ago. We streamed about talking about these lights and get a little more done on V2. Since then, we bought a house. We still haven't closed on it. Closing should be done this week. The new place has a garage that's tiny. It's got a dirt floor. It's got like no lights and no shelves. I think it's a 20 by 20-ish. So just enough room for some tools and a car, AFS even there at one time. So till we get a new space built, a lot of the projects are on hold, basically. That being said, though, the new property has room to build a really nice shop. It's going to take some time to get something built, to get permits cleared up, to save up enough money to be able to build something. But we're hoping to use some of the equity from the sale of this house and throw that into starting the build for a nice shop, like a big actual shop space, like tall ceilings, a lift, nice new floors and stuff. This garage has been fantastic. You guys, if you've watched the channel, you've seen a lot of progress in here, I'm sure, because when we moved in, it was empty. This was a blank space. There was the floor. It had walls, which were just, it was one post every 8 feet, and then an exterior wood paneling. There were no interior walls. There were only 4 outlets in this whole place. There were 4 lights in this entire building. So Michelle and myself and Steven and other friends
43 said, lots of stuff has been done in that garage and a lot of great memories made there.
Yeah, 100%. And we built this one from the ground up. Well, not from the ground up, but from the walls up. We built everything else out. We painted this. We hung up the walls. We did all the electrical work. We paid to get the insulation done. I put in the AC unit. I put in the heater. I put up all the shelving. Again, with the help of my wife and my friends. But it was us. Like, it was all DIY, making this into the space that we needed it to be, so I could run Samet Industries from here. So I could do things like transmission builds and car builds and engine swaps and all that fun stuff. product development. But we've outgrown the space because Sam Industries has been kicking butt recently. So a lot of our new projects, I could use some more inventory space. I need to get storage out of the garage. I need to use a shop that I can just work on things and then have inventory be somewhere else. So we're doing a whole bunch of work at the new place to make that happen. So for the next, I'm guessing for the next year, the amount of live streams I'm going to be doing, projects, like really cool projects and stuff, are probably going to be down a bit as far as like garage work. Obviously, I'm still doing 3D design stuff. I'll still be doing 3D scanning stuff. It'll be hitting that hard with the new scanner, which I just took it down. I had it set up out here. I just took it down and packed it up so we can move. And we'll talk about more of those projects as it gets closer to time. But just know that obviously I had to do a bit of a clickbait title. The channel's not going anywhere, and I'm not going anywhere, just to a new house. And the new house does not have a good garage space or shop space yet. Until then, though, I do have to keep packing in here. As you can see, it's not empty by any means. There's still crap everywhere. And some of you may have seen my Facebook posts a week or two ago, but this door fell down, the garage door did, and when it fell down, it hit my toolbox, which then toppled over into the back of my Festiva. So I smashed the window and back hatch of my super clean, rust-free yellow car. Not the one I've been daily driving, the one I'm building to a nice like street car, race car type deal. So that got all smashed, and my tools are now everywhere. Like the whole box, all the stuff fell out of it, so it's all over the floor. I still haven't cleaned that up yet. Michelle very graciously came in here, cleaned the glass up for me earlier this week. So now I got to fix the toolbox. I got to get all the drawers reorganized, put all the tools back in it, and like get them all stuck in the way that I can actually close the lid properly and load the toolbox on a trailer. And then all the small stuff that's out, especially back there in the back corner, it's kind of dark because the lights are off in the back. But all the hardware and project bits and bobbles and pieces have got spread across all those desks. All that has to get packed up onto a trailer. The picture you guys saw, the thumbnail, that's actually right behind the camera right now. The camera is currently attached to those shelving units. All those shelving units are empty. So we've gotten at least a quarter, or I'd say half. Half the shelves in the garage have been emptied out and packed up. And then the shelves themselves need to get packed up and put on a trailer. But I still have to do all the rest of that. But the other big new thing you guys will probably see in here is this sweet tractor. My father-in-law, Rex, was very kind enough to give me this sick Field Boss 21. It's a nice little tractor. It's got a mower on the back that may or may not work. It's got four-wheel drive system that definitely doesn't work and probably never will again. But it is a little 3-cylinder Japanese diesel. It's got a functioning loader on the front. We're using the mower as a counterweight right now, but we use this to load up all the engines from the garage. So you guys probably can tell there's no more engines on that big black shelf. There's no more engines on the ground. There's no more engines there in the center. I think it was 26, all 26 engines and transmissions from over here have been loaded on a trailer thanks to that little tractor. There are still more transmissions in the back I have to pack up, and all the 6-speed equipment needs packed up. Oh, it's still a lot to do. I have too much stuff in here. I know I have too much stuff, but it comes in handy later on when you're the Festiva guy and somebody says, hey, do you have this part? I can actually say, yes, I do have one of those in my hoard of stuff. So trying to move an entire 6 years worth of collections of stuff from one place to another, it sucks. On the bright side, the new house is still in Lexington, so I'm not moving very far. It's only I think 8 or 9 miles away from here. But the biggest thing is it's got property. It's got 2.5 acres or 2.2 acres of land. So 2.2 acres. The house is ancient, but it's a little bit bigger than our current house. And like I said, I have room on that land to build a shop. The house is tucked in the very back corner of the property. There's a bunch of trees out front, so it's a lot more private. So no longer will I be parking on the street. No longer am I dealing with nosy neighbors bothering me about running an automotive shop that I'm not. I'll have space to do my own thing. I can work whenever I want to without bothering anybody. I can park all of my cars on my property. I can park them in the yard if I want to, and the city can't say a damn thing about it because, like I said, we're tucked way off the road. It's not quite out in the country, but we are on the exact border of where the city turns into the country as far as Lexington is concerned. So I'm very excited to do all that. And again, thank you all for joining in the chat. I saw, I think Bill was in here, and I saw Brian was in here. So thank you both for joining. I guess I should start off with A, getting a hoodie because it's cold in here because I'm not in the sun anymore. And B, we'll start trying to clean up some of the toolbox stuff and all these boxes laying around over here. So I will be right back. Hoodie acquired. I have a feeling my mic will reach this far. I guess we'll see if it won't. Oh, so yeah, I'm really sad to be leaving here. But on the other bright side, having to move has kicked me into gear as far as getting some stuff fixed. So now both my trucks are working. Both the S10 and the Sonoma are running and drivable enough to drive them to the new property. The Protege is in great shape. All 3 Festivas that were parked out front run and drive right now. One of them just needs a quick battery jump and a little bit of oil work. The Aqua is still down on power, but it works. It's going to make it to the house no problem. The only vehicles I have that don't drive right now are V2, which is right there in the corner, obviously, because it has no engine in it. And the yellow car I was just talking about, it's been pushed outside for now, just get it out of the way. Same deal, it's stripped, there's no interior, no engine and stuff, so of course it doesn't run. So getting those two to the new place on the dolly, not a big deal. And 1 second, actually, I think my mom just called me. I'm going to see what's up with her.